Okay guys, this is basically me just going to be demoing how the equipment APIs come along very well so far. Everything is contained in this DLL file here. So yeah, basically all I've done is written an application that the bot will basically be like, that uses this API and the DLL to demonstrate it. So I'll just go ahead and open this. Okay, so I'm gonna hide my username and password, of course, so you can't see it. So basically what this is it's using the HTTP login part of the Dark Web API to show it. Come on. As you can see, it is actually quite a lot faster than the PBDO-Bot one. Just for the sake of this, so I can show you that it all does work on the back page, I'm going to copy the SID and log into my account so they don't conflict with each other. This hopefully loads to the equipment page if we ever get there. Thank you. Okay. So as you can see right now, this is basically a dump. So it returns. I'll get into the details for the technical people that want it out there, but basically what this is it's gone through, and this is only a tiny amount of data it returns. So as you can see, the currently selected hangar ID is this. It's selected, it's active. The ship HP is that. The current design is listed here. Let me just do this. The current design is listed here, and as you can see, I'm in a Bastion. The available designs are here, which are also listed in this. And my pet, so you can see the information there. All my drones, so these are all here. Yeah, I'm quite a noob. That's all that. Then you have, it's a massive list. If I scroll through here, then you have the next one. My next hangar, it's Vengeance. So if I load this up, the next hangar, if it loads so slowly, it's Vengeance. It's in the Avenger design. Keep going. My last one is a Piranha. So I'll just go back to the first hangar. As the last one's a Piranha. Then dumps everything in my inventory. So this is again only limited information, like, so it doesn't spam it too much. This is everything I own, which is you can see in here. If I go to user, that's basically everything that's listed in there is in this. Let's get to the bottom of this. Here it is, and then this is, as you can see here, that it has a loot ID. Now, when it actually spits it out, this is more technical, but when it actually spits it out, it doesn't give you the item name. It just gives you this information here. The loot ID is the type of the item it is, which you then go through here, and as you can see in the item info dump, each loot ID has a certain number, and you can find its name by looking up its loot ID in the list that it returns. So that's that technical difficulty part out of it. So basically what's happening next is I'll just show you. This is limited, like I said, what I have built. So I'm just going to change design by going, say, let's change to the Enforcer. Okay, so let's just check the return by that. Good. Change design response is that. So if we refresh the page, which is slowly, as you can see, I'm now in an Enforcer design. I can also change back to any of the other ones. Let's just go back to a Bastion. And I'm back in a Bastion. Now, at the moment, this is a list of all the IDs for each laser I've got equipped. So these buttons are just pre-written. You can do whatever you want. It's not just limited to this, but I'm just going to unequip every single laser item on. Looks like that one okay. Let's just refresh this. This will unequips every single laser item from my first config. Well, really what it does is it unequips each of these items. They just happen to be a list of what I actually have on my ship. So as you can see, they're all gone now. If I re-equip them all, good, return that fine. If we refresh the page, they should all be back, we hope. As you can see, they've all been re-equipped. It also does have support for doing this for different hangers, so I could be my vengeance, so let's just load up my vengeance. Let's just try and change the design, say to the standard vengeance design. Let's just refresh this. Let's just refresh this. So these are basically just standing buttons for now. You don't have to do it like this. This is just using my current code for it. And so as you can see now, it's now the vengeance design. I can set this to, say, the lightning design. That seemed to return okay. You can use it. It's expandable. So basically, this is just implementing what I already have built. It's just so I can test it, really. And as you can see, it's changed the design for that. I'll just put it back to what it was in. I think it was in an Avenger. Yep. I'll load up the first one again. So basically, that's what I've got so far. That's, like I said, a very limited bit. This is just for me testing. It can sell drones. You can buy drones. It can basically do anything it wants. It's like task scripts in a bot. You can expand it and do whatever you really want with it. So that's basically it. Nothing else. It sells drones. Buying drones isn't exactly part of this. I have written an implementation of the entire shop back page. So anything you can do in the shop, you can do here. That will give you the ability to buy drones for people who like farming credits really quickly. It can... Oh, another really cool thing it'll be able to do is it will be able to change your... Wait, I think I have it equipped. Your rocket CPU. So instead of having to have two CPUs with one PLD 2026s and one Ecos on each config, you can have one, and because you can change chip modes wherever you are, it can simply change to this, let it buy Ecos, then change back, and it'll go again. So that just saves you having two separate configs with two separate things. And say you're in a gate and one config's slow and one config's fast, you don't really want to be switching configs just to buy Hellstorms. It can also change modes of ammo buy, chips. It can repair drones. So if you don't really trust your drone repair CPU, it can do that. Yeah, I'm also implementing better Skylabs so you guys can upgrade items on the fly, stuff like that. Upgrade drones, etc, etc. But so far that's pretty much it. If I make any major changes, I will let you guys know with another video. In the post I'll also post some of the source code just to show you, of not the actual implementation of course, but just this small program I made, just to show you how really easy it's going to be. It'll be even easier for you guys once it actually is made. But this is to prove to some of the V5 dev team that I actually have got it made. I'm not just bluffing. I'm not that stupid. But, yep. If you guys have any comments, anything you want changed, any recommendations, you want to help test it, give me a shout. And I'll shoot you the program so you can see what it is. Oh look, it changed me to a spectrum. But yeah, that's really it. Don't have much else to do. Some things you could do with this is, for example, once drone HP gets to say 99% or 95% even. Oops, 95%. Turned insert on there. Repairs it. And it will go back down to 0%. So yeah, that way you don't have to have a drone repair CPU on all the time. Other stuff like switching hangers, changing designs, changing configs after, say you want to do a gate and you have different configs for boxing. You can change configs. One limitation is at the moment that it will have to return to base to do it because you can't change configs in the middle of the map. So I'm going to work on that. Hence the recent update with the is in base boolean, thanks to Predator. Thank you heaps for putting that in there, because now we can actually tell if it's in the base and it's ready to start doing configs. As you can see though, major advantages on PBDO-Bot's login requests. Their requests here in Australia take 15 to 20 seconds to execute, whereas with this, wow, 8 seconds, pretty fast. So I will post some more of the technical details of how it works in the post, but this is just for you guys. Well, so I stop rambling on. I'm gonna stop recording. Thanks guys for all your faith and stuff like that. I know it's taken a while, but it will get there. See you.